Brandon is among our 4 full-time program staff, and it's critical that we have staff like him to help to recruit, prepare, and support the volunteer advocates who are out there working with children on a daily basis. So maybe Brandon could discuss how he got involved.
So thegreatgive.org, Connecticut CASA, CASA, helping children through the criminal justice system. Brandon, how did you get involved?
Excuse me, Paul, not the criminal justice, the child protection
Child protection system. Sorry about that. And so, hi, nice to meet you.
Fantastic.
I was going to get close to the mic if you can.
Yep. It was fantastic to be here. So the way I had got into CASA, our organization, is I've been here for a couple months. Prior, I would say around 7 years old, my family and I were in New York on a little vacation. And so with that, my siblings and I were walking down the hallway, and I see an advertisement for DCF. So we asked our parents, okay, can we get another sibling? There's already 4 of us.
Get for DCF, meaning foster care, or?
Yep, so foster care. And with that, my parents actually agreed to being with the foster care system.
So you saw that post and you said we'd like to have another sibling.
Yeah, at a young age too.
And I guess when you're kind of idealistic as a kid, were you also aware of the fact that you were helping someone who needed a home?
We were aware of the fact because my parents are from Jamaica, third world country, so we do understand the struggles that people.
And we're just talking about that one of the agencies before to foster parents. What an unsung but important role that is.
It's very important.
So you had a sibling, a foster sibling.
Yes, I've had children coming in and out of the home that we were taking care of from the age of 8 until right before I left high school, where we actually adopted my brother and sister.
Wow. So for other kids came for shorter periods of time?
Other kids came from shorter periods of time.
What was it like as the sibling in the household? Did you ever get concerned you were going to get less attention, or how to create a whole new relationship with someone when you just got close to someone who left? How did that work?
There was never a point in my life where I or my siblings had gotten less attention, and we always felt as if we were here for a purpose. So at any point, we did not mind helping out who was coming within the door, and who was coming out. And even afterwards, we try our best to, or my parents try their best to still be within DCF.
Sounds like you have pretty great parents.
Well, I appreciate that. They are amazing.
See, that word purpose comes up a lot in these conversations about, do we have reason to get up in the morning? Do we have a reason to be alive? Do we do something we think is meaningful? And do we do that with other people? Which is really what the Great Give and what your organization is all about. So, Brandon, tell me, how did this segue into what you're doing as an adult?
And so how this segued into what I am doing as of right now is because I feel as if CASA and myself have the same goal to help children of need in the community, and not only within Connecticut, but all across the country.
So what do your days consist of as one of the 4 paid people of this organization?
Yep. So my days consist of reaching out to, this could be DCF, this could be either the foster parents, the parents within themselves, and or the educational school system, and in addition to that, making sure the medicals are all right. So once I get into contact with each and every one of these different aspects within the child's life, making sure that they're okay. There's also points within my day that I actually see the child and visit the child, whether that be in public or that can also be at the child's parents'